think one thing I hear from you is that you share about how the crowds actually cheered to motivate you guys on. I'm also just wondering on you and your team's part lah. How do you keep the cadets motivated? Because I think having to go through the 5km march and then doing the drills on and on over and over again, it's quite mundane in a sense, like doing the same old thing.
Right.
But how do you keep them motivated?
They were already motivated. We selected for the Marching Contingent.
A lot of self-motivation.
So don't have any problem with that.
I guess for us, nowadays we do a lot of cheers. Like NDP has this cheering competition. Still, the Red Cross contingent actually got first place.
Wow!
Yeah.
Congrats, man! Great job!
Yeah, that actually kept them quite motivated even more. Other than that, there's the old chunky stores. There's the Milo. There's all of that stuff where the kids can just go get food lah. So that is also motivation for them also lah.
We don't have that.
Right. No, don't have free food.
Yeah.
I also want to find out a little bit more what were some valuable takeaways that you all had?
Quite satisfied that we were able to endure all those training. Okay, all the standing, the waiting, the road march. We saw ourselves more disciplined and resilient. So if we can do that, I think we can do greater things later in life.
Right. Because with that discipline and that resilience, you are stronger than you think you are.
Indeed.
What about Rosha?
My greatest takeaway would be the relationships that we form with the cadets lah. Even after NDP, right, we'll still talk to them via our NDP group chat. Then every time we go to events, we'll say hi to one another. I think the relationships are the most valuable things you get out of NDP lah.
So yeah, really the bonds that you all form during the trainings and whatnot lah. Okay, so then very important question. If given a chance, would you join NDP again? Or would you go through NDP again?
Yeah.
At my age, I'll say the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak.
But good to hear that from you, Andrew, sir. And just now I heard Rosha also saying yes, that you would want to go through again.
Yeah, I'm still quite young lah, so I still have the energy. So yeah.
A couple more times lah, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe one last question to wrap up our discussion so far. How do you think NDP has evolved over the years? I think we have heard from Rosha from 2019, and then from Andrew sir, there's 1978 and also 1981. Yeah, so how do you think NDP has evolved after hearing both?
If you look at the picture behind me, I'm not in the picture. Notice the ground is wet. This picture was taken in 1968.
Oh.
If you have attended the Singapore Centennial, Cheryl, remember this segment towards the end where they carry umbrella?
Yes.
Yeah.
It depicts that parade in 1968. This is also in 1968. At that time, we have a Red Cross band. The band marching in front is a very own Red Cross band.
Whoa, we need to bring back the Red Cross band.
We had a Red Cross band.
This was taken in 1979. Another decentralized parade. Well, in those early days, even though we have mass displays and things like that, I realized it's really more of a show. The MCs will not be creating a connection between the audience and the participants. More like a show where the audience just sit passively and watch, clap, and then that's it, go home. I felt that in those early days the connection was not there. Nowadays, with the fun pack, the so-called Kalang wave or the Parang wave, the audience is a lot more participative.
That's true. I think audience participation is very important also. And then when you get to see them wave their flags when you guys are marching out and all that, I think it feels very good also, right?
In those early days, the late 60s, 70s, only time the audience got to sing was the national anthem. So we don't have all those Singapore songs, to sort of rah-rah and lift our spirits up.
Right.
I think that's a very important component.
To bring up the Singapore spirit lah, bring us all together in unity with song and whatnot. That's very nice to hear that. How about Rosha?
I guess the difference, right? I think back then the welfare wasn't as much as it is now lah. Now we have cheering competition. And I think safety-wise was really the utmost priority lah. When we are marching, when cadets squat down, right, it's a sign that they want to fall out, right? Within seconds you'll see the safety team zoom in and whoa. So,
efficient.
Leaders can relax. We were trained to stand for long hours without moving.
I think thank you very much to both of you for sharing with us on your NDP experience. move a bit ahead, we would like to hear from both of you. What are your hopes and aspirations for Singapore?
Well, I'll say that Singapore has survived the financial crisis in 1997 and 2008. Although this COVID-19 is a lot more severe, but I believe that this nation has the resilience and the will to emerge from it even stronger.
I guess my hopes and aspirations for Singapore is that, of course, I'm quite passionate about education, right? Because I want to be a teacher. Like, I hope the education landscape in Singapore improves with like this entire situation, like finding more platforms, like through Zoom, through online means, and all that. And like, yeah, I really hope that we progress in terms of education.
Yeah. So maybe to end off today's session, because we've come to the end already, right? So 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Singapore!
Take care, stay strong.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! And then we've come to the end of the recording. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Rosha. It was really interesting talking to both of you. Having like a glimpse into both your experiences at NDP. Yeah, I was also involved in NDP, but 2018.
That's 1 year before me.
Yeah, that's 1 year before you, but a bit different also like here and there.